Today's video is brought to you by Grey Viking Games. Click the link in the description below to buy MTG Arena codes for cosmetics, packs, and more. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're gonna have some fun playing Magic. So today we are playing some Pest Devotion. So Grey version of Asphodel, 5 mana, 2/4. Whenever it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. You gain life equal to life lost this way. So what does devotion mean? Devotion to black, each black mana symbol that's on permanents we control goes to our devotion to black. Dual devotion symbols do actually count for 4 black devotion symbols here. So the main combo with this deck is to get as many devotion symbols as we can, just going up the curve. Eyetwitch or Foulmire Knight on turn 1, Tymaret or Fiend Artisan on turn 2, Ayara on turn 3, and Sedgemoor Witch, which isn't exactly lots of mana symbols, but works really well creating lots of pests with Ayara. We'll get into that in just a little bit. Then Daemogoth Titan on turn 4, and then Grey Merchant of Asphodel for basically the win on turn 5. We also have kind of this combo piece in this deck. So Ayara, First of Locthwain, 3 mana, 2/3. Whenever it or another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So if we get out Daemogoth Titan, which is 11 power on the battlefield, and then we Tend the Pest with an Ayara out on the battlefield, we get 11 black creatures entering the battlefield with Ayara. So I don't think I need to tell you guys that that's pretty awesome, but let me just tell you, it's pretty awesome. We also have a similar combo with Sedgemoor Witch, being able to make lots of pests by using Plumb the Forbidden to sacrifice our stuff. That lets us draw lots of cards, make a bunch of pests, and drain out the opponent with Ayara. Ayara can also just sacrifice another black creature to draw a card. And so with all of our pests being black creatures, they're the perfect thing to sacrifice for us to keep drawing cards. So Ayara is perfect in here. I didn't play it in the previous Golgari decks or the Witherbloom decks, excuse me, because it was the 3 black symbols. It makes it a little bit harder to cast in certain decks. But in a mono black devotion deck, it's just perfect. We also have Fiend Artisan that kind of is a tutor for us to sacrifice pests or some of our cheaper spells to go tutor up the big creatures that we need to make this combo work. Or for 6 mana, we can tap it, sacrifice something, go grab Grey Merchant of Asphodel, which should just win this a game if we have enough stuff on the battlefield. Unfortunately, the pests do not count for devotion. They do not actually have any mana symbols above them. They are 0 costed creatures. So they only kind of work with Ayara, with being able to sacrifice and do other stuff. But we also do just have an 11-10 creature to be attacking in with. If we have pests to sacrifice, this is a big body. It can hit really, really hard. And sometimes that is enough to just win the game. So that's a basic deck. We also have Professor Onyx here, which the Magecraft ability can help us close out the game in case we get them down to like 4 points of life left or anything like that. Also just a really good card in general. And then we have 2 copies of Duress just to make sure that we can have some way to interact with the Yorion decks, hopefully take an ultimatum out of the hand so that we can win the game. And then we have 2 copies of Drag to the Underworld, 4 mana instant to destroy target creature, but it costs X less equal to our devotion to black, which means this is pretty much always a 2 mana instant to destroy target creature. So any creature, good stuff. Baleful Mastery might be better because it does hit Planeswalkers as well, but we're going to be trying this one out still for now. I might make that switch along the way. We'll see. All right, so that's the deck for you guys. Before we jump into the gameplay, in April, we had over 148,000 unique viewers. And with only 37% of you guys subscribed, I'm going to ask the rest of you guys to just hit the subscribe button. It'd be awesome. Thank you so much. All right, let's dive into the gameplay. Here we go. All right, I'm going to Kush, and Eyetwitch, Plumb the Forbidden, not too bad. Ayara is pretty nice here too. We'll go ahead and keep this. Only a 2-land hand, but Eyetwitch can help us find a few things from the sideboard. In the sideboard, let's go and check out Trusty Dusty MTG Assistant, which by the way, link is on the description below for that, which can let us know what we have in the sideboard here, in case you forgot. So only 7 card sideboard now. We do have Environmental Sciences. I actually forgot to go over this. Environmental Sciences, Introduction, yeah, so a few things here. We can go through this stuff. I'm not going to dive through everything right now. That'd just be a weird thing to do. All right, attack in. The main thing I was looking for is to see if I had the Environmental Sciences. So the nice thing I like about MTG Assistant is, first off, it's free. If you click the link down in the description below, which is in the link tree link, you guys can help support the channel just by going into there, which is cool stuff. All right, so Darkbore, let's go ahead and play out Ayara. No creatures in the graveyard yet, so Fiend Artisan's not getting that big or burly or awesome just yet. We can start sacrificing other stuff with Ayara. We'll see. I think what we'll probably do is end up playing out Foulmire Knight and hold up Plumb the Forbidden. In Gruul colors, you're probably going to have damage removal. Ooh, that's a Daemogoth Titan. That's going to be fun. All right, so we all want to find green source of mana. Let's go ahead and play out Foulmire Knight. Swing in. Pass turn down to 11. I'm expecting some sort of removal, so I'm hoping Plumb the Forbidden will be useful here. It also just fills the graveyard with Fiend Artisan, so these guys dying is actually just damage for us anyway, so let's go ahead and sacrifice 2 dudes. It lets us learn. We hit Swamp. I just realized that I actually forgot to add in 1 forest for the environmental sciences to actually work out. We don't have Tend the Pests anyway, so it's fine. Let's just go for removal. Containment Breach could be useful. Mascot Exhibition, we're not close to, just kidding. Let's go Necrotic Fumes, just in general. Let's have a removal spell. There's the Tend the Pests that I needed. All right, well, let's hopefully find some stuff for it. So, first off, actually, you know what? First off, play out Daemogoth Titan. Down to 10. I mean, if they don't have any removal... All right, so we get to play out Eyetwitch. We get to Necrotic Fumes and exile whatever creature they have. They have to have at least 2 blockers here to not let us go crazy. If we find a green source, which maybe I should throw that on green source, but I had to play out the Ayara. This is going to be a little bit awkward fighting that. Scoot Swarm. Oh, that's bad. That's very, very bad. But they're going to have to block to not be dead. So we still have the game here. So Eyetwitch. Necrotic Fumes, exile here. I have to sacrifice a creature for it to attack. Which I can sacrifice the Ayara, which lets Fiend Artisan get up to 4, right? So I have to exile my creature, which... Yeah, okay, that's still fine. So exile Suit Swarm. Kill the Eyetwitch. Unfortunately, we don't get to sacrifice it to get the learn ability, but that's fine. It's fine. So we sacrifice the Ayara. So all attack. This puts us up to 4. They do have the ability to gain some life. Okay. Which means that they still have to block the Titans, so that's fine. Sacrifice the Ayara. They lose their Scoot Swarms, which is big. That's huge. Yep. Come on, green mana. Ayara into Tend the Pest on the next turn. Oh, that's good stuff. We also just have Fiend Artisan. Can I sacrifice itself? Another creature to search for Grey Merchant of Asphodel, which we do still have enough with the Daemogoth to go off. Two mana, that means enough to gain some life. Ayara. So I can actually play out the other Ayara here. And that's enough. So yeah, other Ayara comes in. They will trigger each other here first. We get to fill the graveyard with something. We have something to sacrifice to swing with Daemogoth Titan. This is also, I think, just enough for lethal. So they have to sacrifice the food now. We have 5 points of damage. It's a good game. All attack. Sacrifice the Ayara. All right, sweet. Yeah, this is one of the biggest issues with the mana base. I'm going to go in and add 1 forest because I think I took it out initially to not have to deal with it, but I forgot that I have environmental sciences, which is absolutely needed to be able to find our 1 green source every once in a while. All right, up against Prophet of Krufix, a kind of slow hand, but life gain, big dude, life is good still. We definitely want to find a 1-drop along the way. On the draw, might just happen. We shall see. Temple of Epiphany. And yes, that is the right way to pronounce it. Don't anyone tell me differently. All right, there's another green source. Our 1 forest I just threw in, and I had to have it look a little bit different, you know. It's the one we got to search for. It's the Bigfoot in the background, or Godzilla. Same thing. Hey, a thing that we can play. Nice. Tymaret. You do you, sir. Dice to shock here. I'd ask them to not have that. Please. Guys, all good things come to those who say please. So, yeah. I don't know why you guys haven't been doing that. Is this a Tybalt's Trickery deck? I'm feeling some Tybalt's Trickery vibe from this deck for some reason. Ruin Crab. Okay, that's different. Slightly unexpected. Those are all cards that weren't Grey Merchant of Acido, which is a thing that I want, so it's fine. Finding a Fiend Artisan would be huge here. Let me say that again. Huge. Huge. Ooh, man. Drag to the Underworld. How badly do I need to kill the Ruin Crab? Can't actually kill it by swinging in here. Ayara is nice. But I think I just want Ruin Crabs out of here. Opponent opts. All right, swing in. Yeah, Fiend Artisan's going to be sweet. Those are all of our one drops we were looking for, by the way. Now we should be fine. Basically, I want to get up to Daemogoth Titan with this matchup, and then have enough stuff to keep sacrificing that we're good. Storm's Wrath, that's fine. Let's see him try to do that against this. All right, if they have no blocker, we just go Tymaret into the swing. Oh, it's so good. I really like whenever they just give us a really straightforward card that doesn't have a whole lot to it. It's just like, if it attacks or it blocks, you have to sacrifice a creature. Oh, okay. So I have to have another creature to be able to attack or block with it. Makes sense. Or it sacrifices itself. Okie dokie then. It's also just a 4-mana big dude. There is a downside, but man, there's a whole lot of upside if you make it work. It's just straightforward. It's simple. Good stuff. I think it's a little bit too expensive. Like playing something big on the 4-drop slot in this format right now is not quite good enough. Wow, they scooped. Sweet stuff. I'll take it. Yeah, as I was saying though, it is a little bit too slow for most decks in the format just because you're dead on turn 4 in a lot of matchups. All right, up against Diablo, and yeah, keep this. I like it. I like it a lot. Definitely playing out all of our green sources on black initially. That is probably going to be the most awkward part of this thing. We do have Snarls, so I'm going to go ahead and play this one out first, since that's what I know I need it to be. Eyetwitch. Do I, though? Because I could run into more swamps along the way and end up finding the black source there for later. Well, now we need this out anyway, so that's cool. That's cool. It's all good. Plumb the Forbidden would be a little bit interesting to play instead, just for some card draw. Down to 19 past the turn. Jingotha with white source. Selesnya something. Clarion Spirit. Ooh, Sedgemoor Witch. Now I'll probably hold off on the drag to the Underworld. Or do I? If I hit a land for the next turn, I can have Sedgemoor Witch, drag to the Underworld, and Plumb the Forbidden and go off. Or I could even wait till I have Ayara to kind of do that as well. Let's, I want to play my game more so than just theirs, but getting rid of Clearing Spirits is usually a pretty smart thing to do. Well, we're going to go Sedgemoor Witch this time. Swing in, down to 17 past the turn. Having Ayara with Sedgemoor Witch is the dream. And now we have more knowledge of what things we actually want to be casting. So this is a... So it's Jingotha in a Selesnya... what's this called? Magecraft deck. No blocks. What's the pump spell on? Cool. Defiant Strike. Draws more cards. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so Light Scribe is a thing that we want to kill desperately. That's a green source. That's not bad. That lets us have Plumb the Forbidden. Okay, so throw that out. How greedy do I get? So with Ayara, casting a bunch of spells helps us out so much. I get to swing in and try not to die on this turn. Ayara lets us gain a little bit of life. And then on the next turn, we go crazy. Ah, man, that's... I'm trying to race here, basically. I don't think they have enough for lethal on the next turn. The only scribe is busted. If they have another one, we're in trouble. But they have to have another one and 2 spells to get anywhere close to winning immediately. But that's totally a possibility. So down to 11, we have, if they attack all in, they might have 1 blocker back with a spirit. Yeah, no blocks. Oh, man, please don't have lethal. Charge through. Kabir takedown. Not gonna lie, did not see that coming. Not one bit. Down to 6. Clever Lumimancer. Alright, well, Swamp. Kill Light Scribe. Swing in with, I think, just the Sedgemoor Witch. I think we're going to block and Plumb the Forbidden. Maybe with one of these guys. Let's just go with this one. Down to 8 past the turn. Yeah, if we had Ayara, we would have been able to sacrifice. I think we would have had lethal on this turn. But so it goes. So it goes. Mavinda gets to recast Charge Through or Defiant Strike. Just Defiant Strike. They need green mana for Charge Through. Which means they don't have lethal this turn for sure. But I do have to remember they have Charge for the next turn. So we have to try to win soon. Yeah, so I need to go aggro. They have the win on the next turn. That's 2 learn abilities we just drew. We're just drawing 8 cards right now. Dude, I love Plumb the Forbidden so much. Yeah, because we sacrifice 3 and itself, so that's 4 cards, and then we get to learn twice. We do take a lot of damage, but that's fine. Is it fine? I'm not so sure it's fine anymore. 6 mana. We don't quite have Mascot Exhibition. Well, I for sure want Necrotic Fumes. I know that faux show. I just got rid of all my flyers. So maybe it's Mascot Exhibition on the next turn, which gives us another flyer to block. Environmental Sciences. Not actually enough to kill here. Tymaret, not enough. Yeah, let's go Mascot Exhibition. We do have the mana to get up to it. Last one, Tend the Pests. We need a Gray Merchant of Asphodel. Okay then. So. Play out Snarl. Tend the Pest can gain us some life. So, kill this one, getting rid of this. Cast a Defiant Strike now. Interesting. Drawing a card. Trying to find the charge through. Any pump spell with stuff in the air almost kills us. We do have Tend the Pest, which means I can't play Tymaret here. Gain 1 life for each creature exiled this way. How much could I have gained with that? Probably enough to win. So could I attack him with Sedgemoor Witch? I get to kill either the most important thing or something good here anyway with it. I think I do go ahead and try for this. I'm willing to trade off with anything there, and getting the life total a little bit lower at least helps a smidge. So any pump on these guys kills us. We have to be able to kill something in response. So pass the turn, hold up Tend the Pest. Mascot Exhibition for the next turn. Not sure that's enough. That's another Vinda. Nice. Yeah, good game. All right. Alrighty then. That Kabira takedown got us good. Darn it. All right, up against Midnight. I like that name. Only 2 spells. Luris. Foulmire Knight is a pretty good one. Kind of an awkward hand though. Let's mulligan that. We can get something better. Keep this. Yeah, keep this and drop Gray Merchant. Try to go for Tend the Pest and Daemogoth Titan. Hopefully I can get up to that. Sure. Plumb the Forbidden. Plumb the Forbidden we can cast just on turn 2 as well. We just need to draw cards. But otherwise, being able to draw all the cards with Daemogoth Titan is sweet up. Pass a turn. All right, well, at least we're on the play. They are looking like it's probably just mono white aggro. What is this? Black? Okay. Could be... I don't know what's going on. Actually, I think I do. This is Silver Quill Magecraft. Do I Plumb the Forbidden here? What am I trying to find? A good 3-drop? Yeah. I have other Plumb the Forbiddens. I have other card draw. This is just something I gotta do. Another Daemogoth Titan. Sweet stuff. All right, play out Eyetwitch. Pass the turn. So I'm hoping they don't have Heartless Act, things that will kill Daemogoth Titan really easily. Probably won't. There's a card that destroys monocolored stuff. Foulmire Knight. Well, let's go Daemogoth Titan. Oh, it's axe past the turn. Dude, it's such a big dude. I love it. And then we get to Tend the Pests, play out Foulmire Knight. Hopefully it lands so I can actually just draw a card instead. Okay, Myers Grasp, we get to learn. They get to draw a card. We will grab... Is it Necrotic Fumes so I can exile something, or is it maybe Containment Breach to get the Griffin Airy off the board? Because that actually will become annoying. We don't deal with flyers that well. I think so. It's probably the best play I can have. So next turn, I need another green source. No blocks. They gain 3 life. They get to get a Griffin Airy. Up to 24. So Speaker of Heavens is coming online soon. If it's mana level value 2 or less. Oh, darn it. Oh, that's Ayara. Oh, gosh, how greedy can I get? So I can play out Ayara, which gains us some life. Makes them lose some life. They can't really swing in too well, but if they have a Mire's Grasp or whatever, we're in trouble. If I wait one more turn for a land, I can potentially Ayara and then Tend the Pest and have 11-point life swing. It's really good stuff. Killing just one of these doesn't do a whole lot. I can play this out and play out Foulmire Knight, which will maybe let us block with the Daemogoth Titan. Oh man, I'm so greedy. Or I can just Tend the Pest, have 11 blockers, trade off with these guys, and then swing in for a bunch of damage, play out another one and do it at a later turn, right? We're making a pest. We're doing it. I think this is actually the better play. This gives us 2 creatures out in the battlefield. No attacks, though, past the turn. We have good blockers. They only have the damage they can go through with in the air. If we hit a land, we have Ayara and Tend the Pest, which is sweet. I really like this, though. Griffinary with this deck. Sweet stuff. Sweet stuff. I don't know how they're always gaining that much life, though. Mire's Grasp draws more cards. Bad stuff. Please don't have another one. I could have also tried to kill Hateful Idol on there instead of the Griffinaries. That might have been better. Come on, deck. Oh man, I want it so bad. All right, well. Fiend Artisan can still get big. Yeah, with how many Mire's Grasp they have and Lurrus coming out to play it out right away, it's not worth it. So, go Fiend Artisan. Pass the turn. Lurrus. Let's see if they go for the Mire's Grasp onto the Fiend Artisan. We'll sacrifice the Daemogoth Titan in response to keep it alive. I think it's worth having this around. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and sacrifice Daemogoth Titan here. That's 11 1/1s. Oh, man. I wanted that combo so bad. Now we're still in trouble because they have so many lifelinkers. We can't really attack in. They just keep going in with Griffinaries and we're dead. So Fiend Artisan helps us out to go tutor for something better. Ayara helps out a little bit. But we also know that they have Mire Grasp to kill Ayara right away. So we have to get value out of it the turn that it comes out. So it probably is Daemogoth Titan hope for another Tend the Pest. We actually don't have a ton of those in this deck. Let's check out our trusty dusty MTG assistant. By the way, link down in the description below for this. This has been a fantastic tool to use every once in a while. It gives you all the stats and finding different cards and doing whatever you want to do with it. All right, so 2-drop slot, I can go grab a Tymaret, which Tymaret does give us a lot of toughness and ways to exile stuff from the graveyard, which means we'd end up losing our Fiend Artisan. I guess it's still just the Daemogoth Titan. So if I attack in with all of these pests, they gain 3. They gain 4. They won't block with these guys. Maybe protection onto this one. 5. We get to get in with 7 other dudes. I have a good blocker for anything on the ground, so they probably want to attack in with the Daemogoth Titan. So I think we do swing in here. Just because we also need these guys to die to gain us life to make it go a little bit slower on the Griffinary. This is only on their end step, so they won't gain the Griffinary. Anyway, yeah, so how many Tend the Pests do I have? That's what I was looking for. I can't remember, because it's just a combo piece, so I have 3 of in the deck. It's the combo piece in this deck, but anyway, yeah, so 4% chance to find our other 2 copies of Tend the Pests off the top. So basically, it shouldn't happen. But we'll see. We gained 2 life. They gained a ton, but also lost a ton. We have big blocker available. They probably just play out the other Mire's Grasp. Try to gain some life here. They might be willing to swing in with these guys, especially with All-Seed to protect whichever one we block with. That's what I would do. Second Mire's Grasp onto that one. Draws 4 cards, excuse me. Oh no, just 2 cards. Not for each aura, just if a creature dies with an aura on it. Okay, still 2 cards there. Good stuff. I don't know how we get around this. We need to get rid of the Duress. So Plumb the Forbidden is a good thing to find. It gains us 10 life. Actually, no, sorry. We end up losing all the life that we gain. But it lets us draw all the cards in the world, which then will hopefully let us go for Ayara into Plumb the Forbidden, which will at least give us a good enough life swing to, not Plumb the Forbidden, Ayara into Tend the Pest, which would be good. Boot Snipper. Death Touch or Lifelink. All right, so that's another thing they can be attacking in with. Boot Nipper. My bad. That actually is a pretty good card. All right, so that's how they're getting up to Griffinary life gain, is with something like Boot Nipper, creatures that they're okay having die. Dang it. I can't block that much either. Gosh dang it. Yeah, that's game. We just drew too much nothing. It's not fully game. Yeah, it's game though. I mean, like, if they start going aggressive at all here, we're just done for. They go for another Griffin Airy. They can kill this if they wanted to. They gain life, and they start making enough other tokens that they're fine. So we couldn't attack in them because they built their board wide enough. It's all good. All right, up against Benfjord, and perfect hand actually. Triome on turn 1, into turn 2 mana for Fiend Artisan, into Ayara, into Daemogoth Titan, into hopefully Grey Merchant Vassal. We haven't found a single one of those yet out of 4 games. So all right, there we go. Yeah, okay. The curve. We got the curve. Now we'll just never find lands. That's just how this always goes. You know it's how it goes. So I'm going to keep complaining about it because I keep finding what I want every time I complain about stuff. So that's what this one is going to be. Oh my gosh, I never find, what do we need? I never find an opponent that doesn't have removal. I found it. I forgot. I'm not supposed to complain about that. Take it. Oh, wait. But I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. So Drag to Underworld seems a little bit less wonderful here. Maybe. We'll see. Ayara. All right, gain some life, have a E-blocker. They're down to 4 cards. We are as well. So Daemogoth Titan next turn, and hopefully into Grey Merchant of Asphodel. If that can be the case, if that happens, if they don't discard everything that we ever have. They're looking for blue mana. They found blue mana. Darn it. Oh my gosh, we have it all. We have literally everything. This would be so sweet. Guaranteed they have the counterspell now for the Grey Merchant. But we'll see. Could hold that up to sacrifice in case there's some removal for the card draw. But 2 points of damage. I'm never going to pass it up. Never going to let you down. Never going to say goodbye. All right, if they have a counterspell, let's let it be now. That lets us have how much with the Grey Merchant? Yes. It's all playing out exactly how I planned it to go. Let's just hope they don't have extinction events and all the shenaniganery. Down to 14. Pass the turn. So Grey Merchant will do 9 points of damage. It's not counting itself right now. It has 7 there, but that's not counting for itself. Draugr. Oh. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, I make so many noises. What in the world? This hand is awesome. Okay, so breathe. Do I have lethal with Ayara? So Ayara comes down. It gains a life from itself. It gains a life from this one. We have 11 here. This will get exiled. All right, I think we just go Grey Merchant for now, because as long as Daemogoth itself does not die, we're fine. I can swing with Daemogoth Titan, sacrificing Grey Merchant. Force Draugr to die. It only forces, well, it doesn't force them to die. They can block with Acquisitions Expert. Okay, blocks. Oh, dang it. I forget. They get to cast it. As long as it's all snow mana, right? So they can gain some life back. Okay, opponent scoops up. Sweet. Sweet stuff. Oh. And then we have to Tend the Pests for the next turn. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, guys, there you go. That was Pest Devotion. And I got to say, it was the Pest Devotion I've ever played. It is the absolute pest of the pack. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You're welcome. You're very, very welcome for that. Do I think this deck is tier 1? Absolutely not. Do I think it's a fun deck to play? You know it. And that's what I'm focused on typically with this is I'll definitely put out some good tier 1 decks and like really competitive stuff here and there. Let me know if that's what you guys are looking for. I think that my audience is about 50-50 on that, where some people do want to make sure that, how about this? I always put out fun, interesting decks that can win games. There's other people that put out like just the jankiest stuff out there, and you have to play 100 games to finally get one game that works out for you. I've built those as well. They are as enjoyable to me because that's not the kind of Magic I want to play. I don't want to sit down to play a game of Magic and know that I only have like a 1% chance to win. Even if that one time I do win, it's the coolest and craziest thing ever. Instead, I like to do the coolest and greatest things ever in the decks that make sense, in the decks that just work and have good stuff in them. And so this deck does have a good curve. That's a very important thing that you need to find with decks. It does have a combo piece that can win games. Having 11 pests by itself is a way to actually win games. And so it has Ayara with the combo, works great. Sedgemoor Witch with that works great too. We do have Duresses for the Sultai deck. Sultai deck is probably going to be the hardest ones, but Grey Merchant Acidel, actually an aggressive combo play that goes into it and win. You know, if we just curve out on turn 5, hit it, boom, bam, done, life's great. So this deck is fun, is what I'm trying to say. But it also does have the ability to be good and all that kind of stuff. And so if that's the kind of thing you guys are looking for, that make sure you hit the subscribe button, because that's what I do all of the time. That's what I always do. If you guys want to help support the channel, in the Linktree link, there's all the links that you can help support. If you guys are looking at stuff, basically everything in there is free. If you guys want to check stuff out and support the channel, that's the way to go. Check out MTG Assistant. This is the coolest thing about it. Let me go ahead and show this actually. Where is it? Yeah, Pest Devotion. I show this off pretty often. This is MTG Assistant that does this, by the way. It's a free download down below. Lets you see your deck list, everything you have. If you want to export it immediately to AetherHub. So this is actually works within AetherHub system. It's the same people that set it up. We apparently are winning all the time on the draw, which is cool. You can go through and check out more stats within this. You can see which people you just played. You can view the deck list of the opponent that was there based off what we know, I think. And so this doesn't give the full deck list, I don't believe. So yeah, it shows the revealed cards that were there. So it's like, okay. And it's most likely mono white, whatever. Like that's the kind of thing that this does. And so if you guys are looking for something cool like MTG Assistant, then go no further. You have found it. It is here, and it helps support the channel if you guys check it out. So, you know, do it. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. Maybe even a little bit of like contemporary, you know, in there as well. Some classics, all that jazz and classics. And yeah, okay. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.